Okay, today I'm doing my practical assessment for Plan and Deliver Personal Training. Today my client is Sharon. I've sat down with Sharon and I have done a pre-activity questionnaire. Sharon has no pre-existing health concerns or conditions. Her muscles and her joints are all in good shape. And Sharon's recently moved to the area and she's looking for a new personal trainer, so she's my client here today. Now, for the purpose of this exercise, Sharon has already been on the bike for 5 minutes and has done a warm-up. We're now going to progress into her personal training program and we're going to be starting with our lat pull-downs. So you can. Okay, so here we are at our lat pull-down machine. I've asked Sharon to take a seat. Her knees are securely below the weight here, like this. Now Sharon, what we're going to do is we're going to grasp the bar in a underhand grip like this, and the objective of this exercise is to bring the bar down to our chest and to then raise our arms back up with the weight of the bar, but not to fully extend them because we don't want the weights to clash. I'm going to help by bringing the bar down. I'd like you to, there you go, to lean back slightly. I would like you to keep a nice tight core, and the objective is to keep our shoulders down. So when you're ready, take the bar down to your chest and up again. Slowly up, down and up, down and up. You're doing a really good job there, Sharon. Two more. One more, Sharon. I can take the bar for you. Thank you. Now, what I would do with this client is that I would continue this exercise by increasing the weight slightly and reducing the repetitions to continue out the exercising of this muscle group. Okay, having just exercised our arms and our back muscles, we're now going to work on an alternative muscle group to allow those muscles to rest. We're going to be doing some walking lunges with hand weights. How we're going to do that is we're going to hold our weights by our side like this, and we're going to take one step forward, and we're going to bend our rear knee and our front knee, and trying not to put too much weight on the rear knee and the rear foot. We want the exercise to take place through the front quadricep muscle. So I'm going to give you the weight, Sharon, one in each hand, and I'd like you to do a lap for me and back. Keeping a nice tight core, a nice straight back, and the objective is to keep our hips nice and even as we do this exercise. Our spine's in a neutral position. If you'd like to turn around. That's great, Sharon. You've got a nice neutral spine, driving that action through your leg, the forward leg, which is excellent. Now, for the purpose of this exercise, again, I get my client to do a couple more laps, another 2 laps, to exercise that muscle group, and we'll go on to our next exercise. Okay, having just worked our lower part of our body and our legs, we're now going to be working on our ab area. We're going to do some football rollouts. How we do those, Sharon, is we're going to get down on our knees to start with. We're going to put our elbows and our forearms on the ball, and then the objective is to get up onto our toes and keeping a nice straight spine and keeping our bottom at a not too high and not too low. We're going to then roll in and out with the football as we're on our toes, like this. Keeping our abs nice and tight as we do that exercise. On your toes, well done. Rolling in and out. Three more. 2, 1. Thank you, Sharon. I would then give Sharon a rest, and then I'd get her to repeat that exercise for another 10 repetitions. And having just exercised our core, we're now going to move on and we're going to do our tricep dips. Now, depending on Sharon's strength, and she is a very strong person, she would be able to have the position where her feet are extended out like this, and she would dip from the, flexing her elbows like this, and then lifting her bottom up to the level of the bench, down and up. Thank you, Sharon. I'd like you to do 10 of those for me, please. Give me a nice tight core. Well done, that's 10. Thank you. Okay, so having just exercised our tricep area, we're now over at our bench press. We're going to do some chest presses, which are going to exercise our chest and pectoral area. I'm going to demonstrate with Sharon how to do that exercise, and then I'm going to ask Sharon to do 10 to 15 repetitions. And for the purpose of this exercise, I would normally ask the client to do 2 lots of this particular exercise, and I would increase the weight on the second lot of repetitions on the second set, and reduce the number of repetitions. So Sharon, this is how we do our chest press. We lie down. It's really important that we have specific points of contact being our feet on the bench. We have our buttocks, our back, our shoulders and our head all in contact with the bench. We then have our hands at shoulder width apart at a comfortable grip like this. And I will assist you with getting the bar off the rack. And the objective of this exercise is to bring the bar down to our chest and then back up by extending our arms upright like this. You have a very, very slight bend in the elbows. And as we bring the bar down, we want to be able to hug the bench with our shoulder blades. So, we take our bar off the rack like this, and then we go down to our chest, taking our shoulders right back and up, down and up, and the bar should move in a slight arc. Okay. Sharon, when you're ready, and I see that I put that in crooked. There we go.
Definitely won't be unleashed.
That's okay, that's my job. Okay. You right, Sharon? Okay, I'd like you to do 10 for me, please. Keep your abs nice and tight. Shoulders right back. Two more. Well done, Sharon. So again, to assist Sharon with this exercise, I would then increase the weight and reduce the number of repetitions for the second exercise. We're now going to move over to our leg press, exercising a different muscle group again. I'm going to ask Sharon to sit here into the leg press, and I'll demonstrate how this works. Thank you, Sharon. So we keep our back flat against the bench. We're going to put our feet up here on this plate. So we lift those up. We've got our knees slightly bent. Now the objective of this exercise is to push through our heels, not through our toes, while we're working on this particular exercise. And we are lifting the weight up, and as we lift that weight up with our feet, we're going to blow out through our mouth. It's very, very important that we have correct breathing, particularly when our body's under load like this. I can assist you with the lifting of the weight in the first instance, and we're going to do 15 repetitions of this particular exercise. So when you're ready, Sharon, and down. Don't forget to breathe. Doing really well. Five more. 4, 3, 2, and 1. There we go. Well done, Sharon. Okay, having just exercised our legs, we've now come over to our rowing machine where we're going to work on our upper body strength here. With our rowing machine, I'm going to demonstrate to Sharon. We will be securely placing our feet on the pads here. I will assist her with that. And then we are going to take our handlebars, and the objective is to take the handle to just below our chest area here, squeezing our shoulder blades back in the process, keeping our elbows and our shoulders down. Now, I'd normally ask the client to do this exercise for 2 minutes, but for the purpose of this video, the client will do this exercise for 30 seconds. So Sharon, if you'd like to take a seat, strap your feet in like this. Feet are nice and tight. Turn on the counter. Okay, when you're ready, Sharon, so take the legs all the way back. That's the way, and a nice, steady rhythm. Push back with those legs, pull the bar in towards your chest. Doing really well. Don't forget to breathe. Breathing's really important. So for the purpose of this exercise, we'll assume the client has been going for 2 minutes and we have finished this particular exercise now. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to work on our abdominals and our legs. We're going to be doing some fit ball squats against the wall. So what we do, Sharon, is we place the ball into the small of our back like this. We walk our feet out so they're a little further than our knees, because what we don't want to do as we squat is for our knees to protrude further than our toes. And then we're going to take a squat down like this, pressing our back against the ball, and then back up, rolling back up, down and up, keeping our abs nice and tight, being careful not to jerk our knees through this movement. And then what I'd like you to do, Sharon, is after the 5th one to hold your squat for the count of 5. Okay. Go. There we go, that's a great position. Nice tight abs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and up. Now I'd ask the client to repeat this for another 4 repetitions with the same action of 5 squats and then holding it for the count of 5. But again, for the purpose of this exercise, we'll move on to our final exercise in our program today, which will be push-ups. Okay, so our final exercise today, Sharon, we're going to do some push-ups before we move into our cool-down exercises. There's a couple of points we need to be careful of with our push-ups. First of all, we're going to get down on our knees. Now, because you're a fit person, I'm going to ask you to do them on your toes. So we find our position by taking our hands out like this, nice and firm on the ground. We have them shoulder width apart. The objective is that we're going to bend our shoulders we're going to bend our elbows, taking our shoulders down towards the ground and our chest towards the ground, and that we want the action and the power to be driven through our arms as we push up. So we're going to get onto our toes, we're going to keep a nice tight core, we're going to keep our spine in a neutral position and our bottom not too high and not too low in this particular motion. So we get up on our toes like this, and we go down and up, down and up, driving through our arms and our shoulders for this exercise. Sharon, when you're ready. That's an excellent motion, nice tight abs, your bottom's in the right position, you're driving through your arms, which is excellent. Three more for this exercise, Sharon. 2 and 1. Thank you. Okay, Okay, today our client Sharon has done an excellent job with her training. Stretching is a very, very important part of finishing a personal training program. We want to be able to stretch out the muscles that we've used today so that Sharon doesn't feel too much discomfort in the following days after her exercise program. I'll also be recommending that Sharon drink plenty of fluids after her exercise program today, and that if she feels any discomfort after her time today with me, that she should do some gentle stretches in the following days, and to have a nice healthy diet and to stay off the junk food. So the first exercise we're going to do today is we're going to stretch out our hamstrings. So like this. I'm going to take Sharon's leg towards her head. Sharon, breathe in for me and out. In and out. In and out. Is there any more room for a stretch there, Sharon? That's it? Okay. Now we're going to stretch out our calf muscle. To do that, I'm going to support the ankle here, lifting that gently, then placing my forearm on the sole of Sharon's foot, lifting the leg slightly and bending down like this. How's that feeling, Sharon? I can go a little bit deeper. That's it. Okay, so now we're going to stretch out your hips, Sharon. So what I'd like you to do is bend your knee. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull your knee towards me and your ankle in towards you. How's that feeling? That's good. That's the objective of this exercise. Go a little deeper. Don't forget to breathe. And then our final exercise today, Sharon. So I'm going to roll you onto your side. And we're just going to stretch through our side and our oblique muscles along the sides of our abs. How's that stretch, Sharon? There we go. Now again, for the purpose of this exercise, I would then repeat those stretches on the other side of Sharon's body. And that today now concludes our personal training program.